It's been a minute. In almost 2 days from now, I will be going to China for the first time in 7 years. And I'm nervous. So nervous the fact that I have a whole Google Doc about this, and I still can't think of what words to say. Uh, in my area of China, Guangdong, there's a heavy more influence for Mandarin speaking people now, which as someone who is a poorly self-taught Cantonese speaking boy, really sucks. And especially in the past 7 years, my skill has deteriorated horrendously, which is not my fault. I think I found there was less of a need as I grew up to speak Chinese, and due to that lack of need, I stopped learning, and it slowly just died down, which is really sad, really tragic. I remember this conversation I had with a Chinese uncle when I was working, and he spoke to me in Mandarin, and I was like, sorry, I only speak in Cantonese, which kind of stunned him a second. He was like, how do you know Cantonese? You're so young. And I was like, oh, my mom's from Guangdong, and probably my dad's from Guangdong as well, and they kind of taught me it. My mom kind of taught me it, and it's kind of what my family speaks at home. And it kind of made me realize, how come he's surprised? I later Googled it, and the heavy influence of Mandarin has started affecting more of Guangdong, which is crazy because I was talking to a mate, and he was saying to me, dude, I'm here for my cousin's wedding right now in Guangzhou, and all my interactions have mainly just been 50-50 split between Mandarin and Cantonese speakers, but it's really leaning more to the fact that there's more Mandarin people here, which really sucks for me. I already don't know enough as it is. So it's going to be a good strong 2 weeks of me struggling, for sure. The other thing that I'm really nervous about is the fact that it's been 7 years since I've been to China. So many of my relatives are so much older now. My oldest aunt went from being in her early 60s to being closer to her 70s. My youngest uncle even went from being in his early 50s to being in his 60s. So much has changed even. When I went there was only 3 baby cousins, and now this is pre 2-child policy law, and now there's 8 of them, which is crazy to think. There's so many of them. There's so many that I haven't met yet, so many that don't even have a chance to know me. Some of them, the youngest ones that when I was there, was like probably 6 months old, barely learning how to walk and stumbling. Versus the oldest one when I was there was 5 years old, and now she's 11 in primary school. I remember she used to follow me around when I was there. And this particular time, end of the year of primary school, when I was in primary school, and I was just chilling in my room, and she comes busting into my room, and then sits on my bed and starts saying, Spencer, go, Spencer, go. So enthusiastically being like, Spencer brother, where have you been? Kind of thing. And yeah, I remember her just yelling at the top of her lungs, and her mom coming in to tell her off, being like, you can't be that loud, do you know what time it is? And yeah, it was really touching, I think, when I think back to the moments. It's crazy to think that she's 11 now. It's also crazy to think that, it's been 7 years. In the span of that time, so many things have happened between my intermediate family and my extended family. So that when things happened, it feels really hard to reach out to them, have them reach out to us, kind of thing. It feels like this whole ocean barrier that separates us has really made it hard to converse with them, I guess. It used to be this close-knit family that would visit at least twice a year, to end up being this occasional WeChat family. Occasional calls, occasional messages, occasional life updates when things have gone wrong or things have gone right. New news of babies, unfortunate illnesses, and yeah. I think I find it hard to think that it's been 7 years. It's been so long. It's been K-6 at this point, which is crazy to think. Our whole child has gone into primary school and learned everything they could at that point. And yeah, I think that's something that I really regret doing, is not visiting as often as I did. So yeah, Elvis is more of a peaceful treat. My one concern is that I'll probably be crying a lot, low-key. there's a lot of family I haven't seen in a while, and I think there'll be a lot of emotions running through me. I hope it'll be more peaceful than I think it is. A lot of fun. So, join me along for that journey.